at the start of the year. China was a weak region in general.
Oh, Ramses, he's going to get destroyed. First blood goes the way of New, and they kind of baited him into that. The refraction doesn't really do much. We talked about the Firefly. We didn't really mention the blood grenade, but both of which will just rip through the refraction charges.
He's harassing Miro down quite a bit here. Even going to go for the kill.
Yeah, Miro getting pretty low, but finds the tree line. Bottom lane, though, Solo gets taken out by Planet. New finally will drop as Ramses gets some revenge. Sure, like when it first got announced in the patch notes, I didn't know what to think about it, but definitely helps the early aggression.
And nothing to say, doing not well when you die. Okay. Wow. I was about to say, he's doing very well for picking Primal into Timber. Like, this was a first pick overall Timber, so you'd think that he knows the matchup. And
I thought the Chen games at the beginning of the patch were very entertaining. His bottom lane, Planet with the Firefly, gonna get bashed up. Get bashed up again, apparently. There's nothing to say has come to play. Wants to go for Ramses. That's gonna be death number 2 for the TA. And Solo getting gone on by New. Looks like that is gonna be an eventual kill. Trying to get something off onto Planet, but New feeds off of his organs. But Kiyotaka hits the level 6 first. Has nothing to say. We'll have to waddle all the way back. That you talked about pregame with that Spirit Breaker, but I don't know if he wants to go any further here. He gets healed pretty high degree. More damage being applied as New actually pops his Insatiable Hunger and will live. So Kiyotaka actually wasting a lot of time here. Feels like he really needs to find a kill. New gets a kill. Oh, onto a courier apparently. Nice flame break. Nothing to say has come as well. There's the Pulverize on to Kiyotaka, and they get the kill in the end. Oh my good, what a disaster for Kiyotaka. He wasted so much time. 3 stacks of Uproar. Antares did take out the shield rune, so he's a lot tankier than normal. But I don't think he's going to be tanky enough. Upper stack's really coming in handy here. Nice kill for nothing to say, although Kiyotaka wants to try to punish this movement. Charge onto YU Smile.
Thinking about going for the Wisdom Rune, but with Kiyotaka there, and they know that the charge would probably be coming if they did go for the rune.
Kiyotaka very deep right now. Shiro not quite level 6. Rupture would definitely punish this play normally. Onslaught up in 2 seconds to nothing to say. Kiyotaka able to get to the low ground, and Miero showing himself along with Antares. The Onslaught was a very low range one. The Tombstone is placed. Trying to turn this around now. There's the Pulverize to save the Tombstone for a little bit. But now nothing to say. He's going to get bursted by Kiyotaka. Another Timber Chain available. We'll use the Chakram instead to finish off YU Smile. So a double kill for Timber. Lots of back and forth between these mid laners.
Lands mad. In the meantime, Solo's getting some juicy solo XP mid. Farmed his boots. Planet.
Mira. Looks like he's going to die in the top lane as New gets the kill onto Ramses
a solo
again.
Kill.
Oh my goodness. That is death number 3. Invisibility taken by Solo. That should be enough to save him.
Take this Broodmother out.
Yeah.
And Yu is splitting up his spiders.
Yeah, pushing Miro back a bit. Solo still scouting this with the Invis Rune. There's the duel with the overwhelming odds on top. Solo. Do they have enough damage with the Chakram coming in? No, not enough to get the dual kill, but they get the kill after the fact. As Planet with the Firefly trying to get away. We'll dodge the Chakram nicely. Flame Break not going to push Kiyotaka back, though. Planet is really fast with these rankings. They're not canceled yet. There, Chakram into the charge. Kiyotaka gets that one, so 5 kills for Kiyotaka. A very good game.
Yeah, all set up by the Invis Rune on Spirit Breaker, and we can see where the counter of Legion versus Brood comes into play there.
Nothing to say. Oh, he does a beautiful job of canceling the Timber Chain. Kiyotaka will die. That was impressive, and Shiro making use of the thirst. Okay, never mind. Blood rights onto the tower. There's nobody there, though, but they find the courier instead. Gets something for his effort to Solo. Does not have Nether Strike. There's the Rupture onto onto Solo. There's nothing to say. Looking to finish him off. Will do so as Antares getting chased by Shiro. 3 kills for PSG.LGD. What a bloodbath this is. And bottom lane, New finds Miero, who is not having himself a good game at all. 0
Link overwhelming odds, which is really weird.
Yeah. All right, the smoke up from PSG.LGD. Miero, is this going to be death number 4 for you? I think so. They will lasso. They will pulverize. He actually has blade mail. Does a lot of damage with it, but not going to be enough to find anything. As New now has an Echo Saber. So we're going to see...
in this game, I suppose there's a lot of this damage coming out of Timber that's going to be mitigated by the BKB, as well as if it's dueled. The blade mail.
Start with the pulverize, but it's going to get canceled. There's the rupture onto Kiyotaka. He is dead. Basically kills himself with that Timber Chain. Miero now on the run, but he is slowed to a crawl. Flame break back into the arms of PSG.LGD. Shiro, though, taking heavy damage from Ramses, but it looks like he's going to be able to sidestep it enough to get away. And now Ramses on the TP.
Oh,
will be able to get out. The onslaught not there in time.
Planet had lasso in literally Bloodseeker. We saw what the rupture did to Kiyotaka in that last fight. So Miero looking to do some heavy lifting in this game. He will get a duel win here.
Yeah, that's the first thing that's gone okay for Miero. 10 damage now. 0 and 5. Really rough. We've seen it, and we've seen people lose because of it. Solo, gonna get the nether strike back into the Black Dragons. Why You Smile will live for the time being. Solo now is gonna feel the full wrath of nothing to say. At bot lane, Miero, he's dead. That's just what he's been doing this game. Kiyotaka now on the run, will TP out and be fine. I mean, one thing... yeah, but there's no way to kill him, so it's just you're taking that aspect of the game completely away. Nether strike. Solo wants to go in deep. Gets a nice charge onto 3 heroes, essentially. He's going to get silenced for the time being. Nothing to say, though. He finds Enchantress, so Antares is dead.
This is a bit random. Solo?
Yeah, he does save his, has 2k in the bank. Looks like he's going to go for the halberd. And New. Going for Manta himself. Kiyotaka is found out. Pulverize into the lasso, but has the Timber Chain to be able to get away in time. Solo doing a nice job of disrupting. It's not going to say forced to use his BKB, but he's going to get Nether struck back into the fray. Miero's dead, just like every other fight this game. Nothing to say, lives. Majority of now Ramses,
a lot of tormentors.
TA is amazing at soloing. I think that's a huge benefit to getting this hero. Just the double meld, you can basically take it out yourself, and the refraction tanks up most of the damage. Kiyotaka, he's gonna get lassoed though. Oh, the Bristy attack used, but the pulverize comes through. Basically onto 3 heroes. Nicely done. They cancel the TP with the onslaught. 2 heroes dead, just like that. And LGD.
Nope, they're opting to just farm out the triangle.
Man, people really don't respect these shards, man. The Undying, come on.
The grab
come on,
yeah.
bro. Oh, we have the Blade Mail dual initiation onto Nothing to Say, but he's gonna live just barely through that impetus. And now a big flame break comes out from Planet. You can see Ramses just melting to all this damage that PSG.LGD have. Solo trying to get somebody on the back line, but all they're gonna find is the Bat Rider, as the cores are dying left, right, and center. I know that the Legion hasn't felt like a core thus far, but I assure you, technically it is. As Solo gets dropped in the triangle of PSG.
There's no winning this.
Right. I hope we see the interaction, because it's actually literally broken. Oh, they popped the Lincolns. All right, this might be some dual damage for Miero. And he has 28 now with that 10 tech counter.
It's a, oh my god, it's a really good Yule's game.
Another one, yeah. Teres, lassoed up, and trampled down. Solo wants to play, apparently. He'll get away, though, because he is an Apex cow. Kiyotaka showing himself, Nothing to Say. Has the Arcane Rune right now, dodges a lot of the spells from Kiyotaka, and gets up a nice pulverize, has the BKB still available. Tombstone is placed, and grab ally used, in fact, onto Why You Smile. Kiyotaka gets the Ags off. A big duel comes out, though, so Shiro does fall. Nice pickoff from 9 Pandas. A big burst damage from Kiyotaka, but he will die shortly after. Ramses forced to BKB, but now he's completely surrounded as Miero melts as if he's a freaking creep. Ramses on the side of the jungle. He'll finally get pulverized. Triple kill for New, and a dieback from Solo. They only lose 1. It's an important one in the Bloodseeker, but they lose 6 heroes in the process. It's called Tidbit, perhaps?
Yeah. Factoid.
LGD. Looking for a fight. This is worthless. Oh, Miero! He tried to get the initiation off, but he melts again. And now nothing to say. Continue on with the trample. He's going to get his pulverized off as Ramsey's trying to take out the Broodmother, but now has to run away. He gets ruptured and has to stand his ground, but he will die like he has how many times already? Number 6 to his name.
Oh, he called GG.
The game is called. Yeah,
okay.
Not surprising. Right. They got trampled this game. No pun. Primal Beast.
Oh, now he is going for a gank on nothing to say. Solo should be dead.
Solo is dead. Trample should be enough. And that's first. Wow, I didn't even realize 5.5 minutes in after last game. This is a very slow start, but nothing to say. Definitely needed in the mid to late game. As top, Solo's going to get found out. We'll get the Nature's Attendance off as a trample coming through from nothing to say with the onslaught. Able to finish the job. As Kiyotaka actually going for the Wisdom Rune. He's going to scan it out, sees that Why You Smile is here. Disruption will allow him to take it. But will he survive this onslaught? There's nothing to say coming in. Gets the pulverize, which looks hilarious while the lasso's activated.
I mean, I guess he gets the full bottle refill, which is nice. Kiyotaka really needed that, but he's got boots of travel now.
Shiro getting harassed a bit. Gonna get telekinesed into the Timber Chain. We'll walk the other way now. Doesn't have Doppelganger for another 12 seconds. Is Why You Smile is here. Gets off the disruption, and that should be enough to save his position 1. And nothing to say coming in. Onslaught not gonna fully connect as the trample doing a lot of damage to Solo will eventually bring him down. It's gonna be a trade of supports though, as the Shadow Demon eventually taken out by Miero.
Dire's top tower.
And I actually think the Clink's ate a creep that the Batrider was trying to TP to. He was trying to connect with his team. Just picked up those Boots of Travel. It's Miero. No mana to get away now. Nice pick off from LGD, and Planet actually kind of saving that fight because of the...
Happy to fight right now. The matchup of... Oh, they're actually going to go for the Medusa here. Right off of that bot play through the portal.
Yep, Onslaught's there. The Doom to follow. First of the game. No TP's coming for Ramses. He's donezo.
Radiant's middle tower.
Kiyotaka TPing to the top lane. New. He does have ice armor on, but that's not going to help you too much against all this magic damage.
Radiant structures are
So an easy pick off for 9
Radiant's
Pandas.
bottom tower is under attack.
Miero takes apart the Vanguard and Arcane Boots and whatnot to make an Octarine. Looks like nothing to say. He's going to find himself some Bambi action. Another freebie for him. I think Solo, look at these wards right next to the tier 1 tower, by the way. Not often you see them put that early. As the top lane, we're going to see some action. And the Doppelganger going to keep Shiro alive for the time being, as Kiyotaka not going to find the real one. Nothing to say comes in. Not able to connect onto the Batrider. Antares, he stole Death Pact and Skeleton Walk, apparently. Trying to finish off Shiro. He actually will find the vision. Great steals from him, and he's going to go invis with that Skeleton Walk. Nowhere to be found.
Why do you also get Death Pact when you steal farming the enemy ancients?
All right, well, that's a new bug report. Go along with the rest, as Solo is dead again. I mean, he's the only one really dying outside of 9 Pandas. They're up 3k right now.
Then you're just going to say, I told you so, and
Yeah,
you're just justifying it, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So I'll just, you know.
Ignore it the rest of the game.
Yeah.
We have a lasso, Kiyotaka, but there's a disruption. And Kiyotaka gets demonic purged into death. Great hero against that Batrider, as we talked about pre-game. Wait, how's the invis? Oh, you guys put them. Like, he took Skeleton One. Does this stay permanently? No. Kiyotaka gonna get some revenge on the Why You Smile.
Nice steal, Demonic Purge on Antares.
What's that?
Antares got Demonic Purge. Pretty impactful.
I'd probably rather have Skeleton Walk, though. It's a 2 for opposite of this game last time around. As Kiyotaka, he's going to get scouted by Planet outside of the range of the Sentry. Kiyotaka Dunzo. So they have one defusal online for Shiro, and the skeletons get the defusal, right? The mana burn.
I don't know.
I think they do. And Teres looks to be done as well. So LGD mounting some momentum on their side. I mean, they've gotten most of the kills, but they've been down in net worth.
If they got defusal, wouldn't people...
Aegis onto Ramses. Didn't need it for that last fight, but that was because of miscommunication as Kiyotaka's going to find himself a little clinksy boy with that defusal. Doing a pretty good amount of damage, actually. Oh my god, Kiyotaka. Better be careful, young man. Yeah, they do not proc. You're correct. Burning Barrage. That should proc, unless that's also only
No, that doesn't work. That does.
I'm just second guessing myself. Not to say already at half HP, as Miera goes in pretty deep, has the Lotus Orbit slide. Be able to Timber Chain away as though there's a disruption coming out. The double one. There's the initiation from New. He's got the stomp in tow. Uses the Doom onto New, or onto the Timber Saw, I should say, as Ramses pretty damn low in mana, but again, he has that Aegis to work with. Clinks is going to be taken out first on the side of LGD. Ramses with basically no mana. Shiro and company, I mean, would be nice to burn that Aegis as he's taking so much damage. Holy crap. Has no HP once his mana is drained. Now, there's a bit of separation here. Oh, disruption used. Looks like that was stolen version as Ramsey's going to get some illusions made of him instead. There's nothing to say. Gets the uproar off, and now the focus is completely onto Ramses. Pulverizes there, which is immediately stolen. Hilarious animation from Antares as Ramsey's just trying to stand his ground. New will die to the right clicks. The Crimson, not enough to keep him alive. And Ramsey's trying to run away from these goddamn illusions that are just draining his mana constantly. Finds the distance. Nothing to say. Takes out Solo in the meantime. And Ramsey's able to get away just barely. Yeah.
And you can dispel Fade Bolt, you can dispel Enchant, you can dispel all the Batrider spells. Even just to take the Scotty off is kind of nice if you're 1v1ing to do so.
Oh, big initiation from Miero, and they get the lasso on the big target of Why You Smile. That is a hero you definitely want to prioritize early on in these fights. He does have buyback if PSG.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fortification was used, so they'll get another one after that falls. As there's initiation from you, gets off the Doom onto Ramses. Does not get reflected, so Lotus a little bit too late. Planet is found by that dust, though. He's decimated by the Super Saw. Pulverize is coming in from nothing. Say with the BKB activated, the focus completely onto this Medusa. Looks like they'll finally get him. And Miero, he's the one doing massive damage, but he's going to get Demonic Purge. Has to be careful. Will Timber change to the other side? Trying to focus on the TL now, but Shiro is doing way too much damage. They find the right one with the lasso, though. Nice job from Kiyotaka. Shiro getting pretty low. Get the Doppelganger off Miera, though. He has to try to run away, but the onslaught is enough to finish the job. Shiro with that heart intact. Virtually unkillable. And Teres is next, and the only survivor is Kiyotaka on this Batrider. He's queued it up.
It's an addiction. It's an addiction, man.
Has to get that shit in tow. And speaking of Aghanim Scepter, Why You Smile going for that as well. It's actually already halfway there. Ramsey is initiated on, but the Lotus Orb is going to prevent any more spells from being cast on him for the time being. Doom is available. The Rubik is already dead, though, and the Doom applied now to the Timber Saw. Mr. Miero on the run. Stone Gaze is not going to give him enough cover. In fact, the Shadow Demon comes in to hold Ramses in place, and he's going to get decimated. 3 kills for PSG.LGD. Be breaking. He's got a gem right now, and he's very, very tanky. Going to pop the smoke onto Miero. Spot him out. Just walks right in, daring them to actually do something to him. So that's the BKB. Going to opt not to use it quite yet. Oh, disruption. He's going to save the lasso target for the time being. And the fight is completely segregated. It's already the Stone Gate just popped from Ramses. There's the initiation now. Nothing to say with the Pulverize on top of Ramses. Doesn't have to worry about that ult anymore. His mana is getting drained so fast. The first to die. That is not what you want to see from your Medusa. They're going to get the Timber next. And PSG.LGD are super healthy. They're young. That happened.
He's so fat.
You lose
Kiyotaka
stats
just
when you do
blinked
that.
in. That is a suicide blink right there. That is a Doom 2 seconds.
Yep. They might not even have to use it. He gets the lasso off and then just dies. Does have buyback, but lasso's up in 20 seconds. I suppose buyback is pretty useful here. As you can see, Demonic Purge now breaks. That is the Shadow Demon Agonist Scepter online. You get the 2 charges with the break. Solo getting gone on by Shiro. Shiro's still with the Aegis, so he's feeling very confident. Solo should be able to live through this, but the Barracks will not. That's 1 set for PSG.LGD as Ramses has to be careful. He's already getting drained horribly. Disruption. Finally, we get off the Stone Gaze, and LGD will just turn their backs to the other side, looking into the corner of the wall, just like the Blair Witch Project. But the lasso actually going to keep nothing in the same place. They do get the big fat primal beast finally. Disruption to save the Timber Saw. Shiro will likely have to use the Aegis here. That's a buyback on a nothing to say. He wants to finish this game. Somehow Miera will live through this, so they actually are defending successfully thus far. Shiro with the Doppelganger, wants to go in deep, thinking twice though. Mew, not ready to go back in yet. PSG.LG looking to reset. Has nothing to say. Ready to go back in. They only have a 6K lead right now. This is not done and dusted quite yet. Nothing to say. Taking the brunt of the damage. Mew jumps in with the War Stomp. They want to focus down the Enchantress, getting relatively low, and eventually should be brought down as my game is has 2 FPS at this point. Ramses completely out of mana, attempting to get out. Will be able to do so as the PL died during this exchange. So not only the Aegis down, nothing to say buying back.
For a Primal Beast. DD Haste is the only better.
Demonic Purge, Solo, you don't have an ultimate anymore, my friend. You're dead. And he has no buyback available, just like that as 5v4.
Yep, and we see Ramses.
Oh, Ramses. Another miscommunication, but they're going to be able to get him off. Yeah, they do get the Doom this time. No way to get off his ult. He's going to have to buy back instantly. And this could be a last-ditch effort for 9PANDAS. They do get the nice lasso on nothing to say, but he pops the BKB shortly after. Now they have to deal with these pesky illusions. Although LGD want to fully retreat for the time being. On top of this fight, that's for sure. They're going to see Planet on the side. Lincoln's just popped. There's the lasso, and they'll delete him to start the fight. He does have his buyback, which he will use right away. Nothing to say, jumps in with the onslaught. The Doom comes off as well, as the Rubik looks to be the first to drop in this fight. With the 1-for-1, although Mew gets picked off very easily after the disruption. And he's going to buy back as well. Kiyotaka kind of on the wrong side of the tracks here, but they're going to focus down Ramses. He's getting extremely low with the mana. Will they focus him down? They will. He's getting super low. There's no way to defend him now. He's stuck in the corner. That's a dieback for Ramses. And that should do it as Solo stuck in the corner. And GGs are called. So a 2-0 for LGD.